A of x is x times x minus 8, ooh, cubed, and x plus 3, ooh, to the fourth. We have multiplicity going on here. Now, my multiplicity here is 1, no big deal. My multiplicity here is 3, but most importantly, odd. I'll explain what that means in a second. My multiplicity here is 4, but most importantly, my multiplicity is even. I'll explain that in a second. There's an N there. Now, my degree is found by doing x times 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 x. Why all these x's? Well, if I were to rip all of these apart and write all this out, x times x minus 8 times x minus 8 times x minus 8 times x plus 3 4 times, I would end up foiling out and getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 x's. And it's a positive 8 x's. Because you're positive, you're positive, you're positive. And so the degree of this guy is going to be x to the 8th. Why is that important? Because when I graph that, it's going to start like this, and it's going to end like that. Okay, what's going on in between is found by doing this. What I need to do next is I need to find my zeros. So again, I have x minus 8 cubed, and x plus 3 to the 4th. My zeros are 0, positive 8, and negative 3. So let's draw ourselves a sign graph. Magic happens at negative 3, at 0, and at 8. Now, I know the beginning of my graph starts up here. Now, when you're dealing with multiplicity, the first 0 I'm heading towards is negative 3. If your multiplicity is even, your graph does not go through the x-axis. It just shoots right off. Then it peaks out. My multiplicity here is 1, which means it goes through 0. Now I'm going to come back up towards 8. My multiplicity for 8 was odd, so it's going to go through and end like that. Okay, so again, when your multiplicity is odd, like here and here, your line goes through that 0. When it's even like it was for negative 3, it bounces off. I care when a of x is positive and also equal to 0, which means where it's above the x-axis. Okay, now it's above the x-axis from negative infinity all the way to negative 3. Now here's the thing. It hits 0 at negative 3. Am I allowed to include 0? Yes, I am. So my first interval is going to be from negative infinity. It hits 0 at negative 3, so still good, still stays positive, and at 0, it hits 0 and includes 0, so I'm going to include 0. Is that my only spot that it's going to stay positive? Well, right now it's negative, but here it hits 0 again, and then stays positive from 8 and on forever. So we're going to hit union. We're going to include 8 because 8 is allowed to be 0, and we're going to go on forever. So there's my guide. Okay, sign graphs involving multiplicity. So much fun.